I'ma take you to the moon, to the moon.
All right, so you see my chart?
Yes.
All right, so we'll look at Bitcoin for instance. I'll take everything off real quick. Let me just show you the naked chart. All right, so for instance, this top right here, everybody was expecting, regardless of what happened in the news, in the market, whatever, everybody was expecting this to break out to the upside. So when we get patterns like this or shapes like this, I just like to draw lines, bro, and just see what's going on. And you can see I already drew the lines, but so I drew this. These channels happen all over the place, and when you see them, you see they form these channels, and then they either break down, and then you see, like, even here you could draw another one from here to here.
And that's its own pattern.
Not necessarily a pattern, but it's just, you know, channels. So this channel broke down into this channel, and with that, this broke out. So I don't know if how to make it make sense for somebody who doesn't. So
Right up there with the first channel right there.
if I would have seen this, once with this channel started created, if I would have drew this out and we broke out of this channel, you see how it came back down to back test this right here. Once we got this move, I would have just waited to see what's going on for real, because
And that's, you're looking
there's
at that right there, and you're comparing that to the low in the first channel.
I'm just looking at this as what's in front of me. I'm not comparing it to nothing. I'm just looking at it. So this channel was formed, it broke out and got rejected. It came back and retested right here, which is still, you know, this isn't a bad move. So it got rejected. It did this and got rejected again. But the only difference now is we got a volume candle spike. So you see how basically all this volume down here.
Right.
So when we get these candle spikes, it's almost, well, it's not almost, and it's not all the time, but when you get these big volume wick or volume candles like this, you can kind of assume that price is finna start reversing in the opposite direction. So this went down here, this channel right here, it broke out, got rejected again. So the regular trader that's scalping probably would have maybe went short right here, because let's see if it gave us divergence.
So yeah, so that wick right there is that wick is where it was trading at, but the light wick right there is where it closed at.
Try not to think about opens and closes. So we got this volume candle spike right here.
Right.
And if you were watching this, you probably thought, so we had this descending channel and it broke out and it got rejected. So somebody that doesn't know what to really look for and pay attention to might have gone short right here. If they didn't get short over here, where they gave you some type of divergence, they might have tried to get short right here and expecting a move to come down, like and they were probably expecting something like this to happen.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
But that didn't happen, and I wouldn't have taken a short because I saw this volume candle wick, and we came down here. So this is where the spider lines come in play. So over here, this chop right here, we chopped around on the spider line for a while before we had this next leg up. And while we were chopping around on the spider line, I'm pretty sure somewhere in here we had divergence. So all this right here is not tradable. We don't have any indication to trade this. Even though it's on the spider line, I do trade on the spider line, but we don't have no indication to trade this.
Okay. Yes.
But the indication was, so price started moving in this ascending channel, but it broke down into a descending channel, and
got a little choppy again.
it started going back up. Got the longers happy, because if you got long down here, this was such an up move. This is not a good example for real, but I'm just showing you my whole thinking process behind it all.
I'm getting it though.
So if you got the long, people that's already long are not worried about this. They might have seen this and taken profit depending on where they got in, because if they didn't get out here, they probably got out here thinking that the price was going to go down. But like I said, we got this volume candle wick, which is telling me that price is not going to come down. It's we should be looking for a reversal. And lo and behold, we got this volume candle wick, and we got a hit to the high. So with that being said, if I would have been paying attention, I would have long this. And then we got up here. This is a good example, because we got up here, and let me pull up because market cipher is just complicated to read, especially for somebody that don't know market cipher.
Yeah, that's a lot right there.
Didn't mean to do that. How do I hide this? Right, I just hit this. Okay. So, let me pull up the regular RSI. All right, so up here, even though everybody was super,
RSI is the strength index.
Yeah, relative strength index. So even though everybody was super bullish up here, so right here, we got price. So this high right here, price came higher and made a higher high than price over here. So we would have drawn this like this, and then like this. Well, fuck. Well, that's not good. Hold on. So this is what we call bearish divergence, which basically means that price is oversold. Oh shit, we dumping. Hold on, I gotta check my trade. All right, I'm good. I just had to make sure.
Yeah, they pop up quick.
Man, I was just saying we finna come down to 90K. But yeah, so bearish, we got bullish and bearish divergence. And from there, you got hidden divergences, but we're not going to talk about hidden divergences. We're just going to talk about bullish divergence right now because we got it on the chart. So price came higher right here than it did over here. We call that a higher high. Down here, this is where price is right here, relative. But we didn't get a higher high on the RSI. We got a lower high. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So
what happened and what was predicted was different.
Yeah. So since price didn't come higher right here, as it should have on the RSI to depict that price is doing what price is doing, which gave us the divergence, is telling us that price is exhausted, then we need to reverse.
Understood.
And you can see we got a small candle with a small volume candle down here, which could have also indicated that we need to reverse as well. So usually when we getting a channel like this, now not usually. This is when you kind of gotta go off like, you know, your gut. Well, not necessarily your gut, but like previous. This is when you've been watching the markets for years and previous price action, so you kind of got a feeling of what's gonna happen, type shit. So people were probably expecting something like this to happen, where prices just go do all this and then shoot up, but it didn't. It did the opposite and shot down. So if you wasn't short, you didn't have any time to really catch this short unless you was shorting in this range, because everybody was thinking that we was finna shoot up out of here, but we didn't.
And everybody that was long way back there in the chart, they taking profits right there at that wick you got right by the line.
Facts.
Okay.
And if they didn't take profits, they quickly got all their money taken back from them that they made. I'm talking about quickly.
Yeah.
So
now they're back. The cycle repeat.
Yeah. So that's bullish divergence, and that's pretty much how I trade, bro. I'm just looking for the candle. So like, okay, you can see. Well, this isn't a good example because this is highly manipulated as price action.
That was good. I got it.
So sometimes it's not that. So right here we got this chop, this ugly ass chop, but we got a volume candle spike. So, but you can see over here, this candle closed green. So even though this would be red on a normal chart. So even though this candle right here is showing that it's bearish, the volume is bullish because the bulls, they tried to sell this candle, but the bulls came in and engulfed it. They ran it back down to make it seem like it was going down because they gave you this indication to a finish move, but they faked us out. And you see how they played it. They tried to make it look like they was going to do it for the longest. They drug it out.
Right.
They drug it the fuck out, and then they went up. So sometimes I wouldn't have traded this anyways, because there's none of this is tradable. Like, you don't take trades. If I was going to take a trade here, I would have tried to take a short here at the spider line, and tried to at least get catch that. And the 1% move is all you need on Bitcoin with leverage, especially if you're trading with high leverage, because I'd be scalping.
Right.
I'm trying to see if I can find the.
I see what you mean. Like, that whole forecast right there looks mellow, and then you get right here, it looks like a lot going on here.
Yeah, so you can see we got another volume candle spike, and we started reversing. Got another volume candle spike. It takes some time, but we started reversing, and I like to see the big ones, dog. Like, I don't anything small or whatever. I'm not playing with it. So right here, for example, we got another volume candle spike right here at the spider line. They didn't give you any divergence, and if they did, they probably did it right here on some sneaky shit. Actually, yeah, they did. So you be having to watch out for shit like that. So,
and the bulls are in the market, and that's what's manipulating.
Oh yeah, man, market makers gonna do what the fuck they gonna do. So right here, so we got. It's like, it's not quite divergence. Wait, hold on, let me see.
Was that resistance?
Yeah, so this would have been more so like hidden bull, because right here, like, you can barely see it, but like if you go down to the low time frame, I guarantee you it's some bullish divergence. But we came to the spider line and tapped it. And if you wasn't actively looking at this, you would have never caught this trade for sure. But we got what we was looking for. We got divergence, we got the candle spike, and we came to the spider line. I would have took the short.
It went all the way down there.
Yeah, I would have ran the short until I probably would have got out right. I probably would have got out right here, because this right here, I'm pointing at the computer screen like you can see, because right here we came back to this level, so it would have been a good area to bounce, but it didn't bounce. It kept going down. But like I said, so we not trying to get the whole move.
Right,
yeah. So yeah, the spider lines are basically just support and resistance lines, key areas of support and resistance. Some people like to call them pointer controls. It just keeps you out of trading the chop, because the chop will confuse the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? The chop will have you thinking that the trade is something that you need to take, and it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Just like this. Somebody probably went long right here thinking that this was the move, and then it came all the way back, literally. You know what I'm saying? And if you sometimes I run into a problem, like I'll move my stop up in profit, and they'll do a move like this and come back and stop you out, chop around, and then leave you.
Okay.
So yeah, that's I'm trying to look for a good example of some bearish div. But yeah, in the group, when I be like bearish div and bullish div, that's what I mean by divergence. That's what div is.
Right. Okay. Understood. I'm writing all this shit down, by the way.
Yeah, I'm recording it, so you're gonna be able to go back and watch the video.
Okay.
I think everybody needed this video for real. Like I tried to, I didn't really go in depth on the spider lines, but
I just needed to know what they meant. That's it, and I appreciate it. This is all I really needed you to do right here. This is perfect.
Yeah, that's why I be wanting folks to get on the live so we can do this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these ain't really no good areas. I wouldn't trade it. Yeah, it's just straight chop. So right here, we got, this is an example. You see price came down. We made a lower low than right here. We made a lower low, but we didn't make a lower low here. So that's telling me that price is finna turn around.
Right there at that bottom where you circle, right there at the bottom, about RSI.
I was just circling to show you that this is the lower low here. It made a lower low, so you got a low, and it made another low, and then it made another lower low. But over here, you see you got a low, and then you got another low, but these are higher lows. So this low, higher low, higher low. When you get lower lows in price, but higher lows down here on the RSI, price is probably about the reverse. That's how we trade it.
I see you here. Yeah, I see. Screenshot that right there. So just stay away from the chop.
Stay away from the chop. Yeah, like the whole point of the spider lines, in my personal opinion, is to keep you out of the chop. You know, you can draw whatever you can draw. You can learn Elliott wave and 1-2-1-2 ABCs. And don't get me wrong, all them techniques are fire. They get you.
You trying to stay out of the point of I guess what's the word I'm looking for? You trying to have less risk.
Yeah, I'm trying to mitigate as much risk as possible. I want to take the best trades. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then sometimes the market makers will give you the market makers will give you the divergence, and then they'll take it out. So say it'll look like bullish divergence or bearish divergence, and then they'll come make another low that'll take out this, so you'll get a lower low on the RSI, which means no divergence, which basically means no trade. And if they do reverse the price, 9 times out of 10 you'll still get another entry. Now they will leave you. I have been left. But We just trade, you know what I'm saying? We just trade what's in front of us.
That's a fact.
The spider lines was by CryptoFace, and the whole point of them was to draw them. See, when he first drew them, there was none of this. We didn't have any. We didn't have any of this price action right here. So, the whole point of the spider lines was to in a way predict future price action to see where price may go. And
the last 4 years.
This is the Bitcoin chart since 2019.
Okay.
There's a bigger chart, of course, but like this is the chart.
Good enough.
Yeah, this is the chart for Binance. So they only got it to 19 because that's when they added this futures contract. But yeah, and it's like that with pretty much all coins. And altcoins are, you know, some of them are really terrible to draw, or not draw, but some of them are really terrible to trade. But sometimes, like those, for instance, before you got in, or you probably was in, but you probably didn't know what I was talking about.
I didn't know nothing about those.
But on the 24th, I gave this trade right here. And you can see those just chopped around in this area right here until it took off, and we took profit up here. And you can see it stayed in the channel the whole time, respected everything until now, where it's breaking out of the channel and it's coming back down here. Man, that's invalidated. I'm gonna get rid of that. And when you come over, when we have a one-on-one, I can tell you like how sometimes I just see things by the wick from a previous wick or something, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that trade. Like this is not an example of that, but like yesterday, everybody was expecting a little bounce somewhere before we went lower, and I was just looking at this price action like, bruh, this looks like it just needs to go lower. I don't think we're gonna get a bounce. And now that we got all this FUD in the market, I don't think we're gonna we might be going a little bit lower than everybody thought. For sure. But I am looking for a long actually we coming to long status right now. Like, if we break down below this, then yeah, it might get ugly, man. It might It might get ugly for sure. But don't let the spider lines and everything that's on the chart really rack your mind, because they are just lines. You know what I'm saying? It was really racking my mind. Like you can see Doge respects its spider lines crazily. You could have seen this chop up here and shorted up here because it gave you the divergence to go short.
Right there, yeah.
And it gave you the candle. Well, this candle spike didn't happen until after the dump. So maybe on a low time frame, you got a candle spike over here. This probably was a big candle spike right here. So you had the right criteria to go short, but sometimes it's hard to see the short when price is going up as fuck and you bullish. But for an example, if you just ignore the price and trade the chart, I posted this in Jim's group last week. And I just came back to it yesterday just to look at it, and you can see it came up here to the short target and dumped all the way back down, came down here to the long target, and you could have long this, you know, if you were trading, you could have long this for a good 6% move, you know, with leverage, hell, that's probably 100% move. And hell, you would have been in profit all morning until this recent dump, and this is invalid. Look, I'm invalidating stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. You got.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Once you get the flow on the things, like, you know what I'm saying, you really. I ain't gonna say it's easy because it's fucking not.
No, it's not easy.
But it's also.
And it takes time. It takes time to look at the market.
It's also not as hard as everybody is making it out to be as well. Like, you just got to be patient. Patience is key. having, what's the word? Not courage, but what's the word? I'm trying to think of the word. Start with a C.
Cognizant.
No, I might not start with a C. I would say discipline, not discipline. Well, you gotta have the discipline to stick to the rules that you are setting for your trades, for sure. The confidence. You need to have the confidence to take the trade, and you need to have the confidence to be able to lose your money.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm with that. It's just, I just needed to know. I just didn't want to start clicking buttons, bro, off these lines, lose money.
No, that's why I said
and not know why I lost it.
Go to the if you ain't already did it, go to the group and go to the ref links and make a blofin account. When you make a blofin account, of course you gotta sign in or whatever, but when you make a blofin account, they'll let you paper trade, demo trade, or whatever you want to call it. See, they got demo trade, practice trading without risking your own money.
So blofin.
And some people don't take it serious because it's not their own money, but it's like you want to at least try to not lose your money before you lose your money. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Well, I definitely appreciate you for this, man. This was the exact explanation I needed. And you gave me some examples. We here, I'm on blofin now.
Yeah, man. I think the biggest problem with this crypto stuff is people not trying to. I ain't gonna say people not trying to share no information, but everybody want to tax you.
Everybody want to tax you, and everybody want to gatekeep information, and it's like they want to gatekeep the most privy information. You know, so like all this you explained to me, like I've been really looking for this to be explained like this for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't mind paying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be gatekept.
Oh yeah, I ain't no gatekeeper, right? You know, I want to see how my folk eat. And I think what's so crazy about this little method that I've managed to come up with, and it's not a crazy method. Like Jim is the one who introduced me to the candle, the volume candles, because before he even said anything about volume, I wasn't even trading with volume. So, but the volume candle spikes in the reversal is absolutely ingenious. But like I said, it doesn't happen all the time. You see, we got this, huh? What'd you say? You heard me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, it froze on me. I don't know what happened.
Probably internet. But you can see right here. You can see right here we got this volume candle, and this is the higher time frame, so you know you gotta take it with a grain of salt. But there was no reversal to the upside. There was just straight down. So sometimes, you know, it just don't play out that way. That's when you gotta have that discernment to be like, all right, that ain't it. But I wouldn't have took a long right here anyways, because this is not a strong enough area of support for me to even consider a long. And why I got an alert set right here, I don't really know. So I'm just gonna delete that.
And you look at the charts and you base this out like a few weeks ahead of time, or you do this like within like a week or something?
I mean, the macro doesn't really change. It's the micro that I trade like in front of me, like the 1 minute. I trade on the 1 minute. I try to find my macro is the 12 minute.
Your macro is the 12 minute. That's
yeah,
your macro.
I like and a lot of people in this industry don't even use the 12 minute. They just go straight to 15. You got to actually type in 12 minute to use it. But I like the 12 minute because it just gives me clarity. I don't know how to explain it, but I can see what I need to see on the 12 minute. If I can't see it on the 12, I go to the 111, and that's definitely a time frame that nobody's using. So I like to kind of do things like that because it kind of gives me a different perspective than what everybody else is looking at, because everybody else is looking at the comments like 15, 30, 4 hour, 1 hour type.
Yeah, I was definitely looking at the hour, 1 hour.
So when I'm looking for something, you know, or I don't come into this really looking for anything. I just come into it seeing what's going on. And then after we draw a few lines and we get to see, you know, what's going on, and then we can decide, you know, what's going on. But it's like anything, bruh. You look at the computer or you look at anything long enough and you just start seeing the shapes. You know what I'm saying? You just start seeing the channels. You start seeing the patterns. Like I start drawing these channels. You start drawing these channels, or, you know, you start drawing anything, you're going to start seeing them without drawing the lines. And and I promise.
And I'm seeing now, like I wasn't seeing how to work the program, but I'm seeing how you work in Binance right now. And it's a lot like that.
This is TradingView.
This is TradingView?
What you looking at right now is TradingView. This is they got an app. This is not the actual website, but they got an app you can download. What kind of computer you got? I don't think it matters.
You know, I built one.
I don't think it matters, but they got an app. They got a TradingView app that you can download for your desktop and just do everything from there.
Oh, yeah, I'm on Windows. I don't know if you're on Apple or not.
Yeah, I'm on Mac, and but you can. I'm pretty sure you can still download the app just to use it. I find it a lot easier to use the TradingView app versus just using the
website,
the actual website, because on here, I mean, on the website you can do multiple tabs or whatever, but on TradingView you can have a bunch of different tabs. I got a couple different charts, you know, that I've got saved templates or whatnot, and then, you know, you just push it and they pop back on up.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. And you got all your lines already drawn.
Yeah, I mean, once I draw the spider lines, they on there.
Yeah.
Ain't no taking the spider lines off. Now we can add to the spider lines, but other than that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit hard though. Now I'm starting to understand. And then you're saying the purple is that the red?
Yeah, so my chart, I just changed my colors. They usually
right,
red and green, but mine are purple and white with green wicks.
Understood.
I just had to look at something else. I've been looking at red and green for so long.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way, bro. And that's what I'm saying. It's like Studio, bro. You can just customize it to your liking.
Oh yeah. Everybody, you look at everybody else's charts. They be doing all kind of. I seen somebody with orange candles with something else, and I was just like, bro, I don't even want to look at that nigga chart. That's
a little complicated.
Yeah, but to him, it's probably, you know, the bee's knees.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's a fact.
But yeah.
Wow. You look at ETH any?
I don't trade ETH for real. I got spider lines on it, of course.
You ain't trading nothing?
Nah, I ain't really trading ETH for real because ETH really hasn't really been doing nothing.
No.
It's really been stagnant for real. I mean, of course it pumped with everything, but like, it hasn't done anything outrageous.
Looking at altcoins.
I mean, you can see with everything I'm looking at, these are requests that's done stacked up. I try not to look at too many altcoins because I'm just not trying to be in a bunch of different positions, trying to manage a bunch of different positions.
Understood.
But if we get in a serious dump and we find another bottom, then I probably long right here all the coins that I'm like watching, and then everything else is just kind of in groups. Got the memes and, you know, the majors.
So I'm gonna lock those in right there on your watch list there, if you don't mind. I already got 2 of those
Oh yeah, bruh, my little brother put this screenshot app on my computer, which is 10 times better than the Mac screenshot, and it's lit. Jim said this wave is close to being finished. What is this? Bitcoin? Yeah, I was thinking it was about done too. But that's how we felt yesterday. Or that's how he felt yesterday. And it's still, I think we finna come down to 91,000 for sure.
You said 91?
The next spider line is literally at 88.3. And if this don't hold, then yeah. So yeah, we just watching the dump right now. And maybe it'll bounce. Maybe it'll bounce on look, this one turned into a live watch trade. Appreciate y'all for watching.